everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Haley. Today I'm super excited because I got all of my Sephora sale purchases the other day and I have been dying to try them on for you. So this video is going to be a mix of things. It's going to be a try on haul for some things, but not everything, because some I have like multiple foundations and things like that. And also I want to use some individually in videos. So those I'll just be showing to you, but a few of them, actually a bunch of them, I'm going to actually be using for you today. So I am very excited because all but one of these are things I have never used before. So let's just get into it. The first foundation that I bought is the Triclone Skin Tech Foundation by Haus Labs. Let's just open this so that we can see. This is definitely one you have to work for to get into. Ooh, this looks so pretty. I've never tried anything from Haus Labs. Let me know if you have. What are your favorite products? So it says to shake well. We're not going to be using this one today, but I figured why not like swatch it? I'm so intrigued. It's like I don't know about the shade match. Could be a good shade match. It's kind of pink. We'll just have to see about that one. I feel like most foundations I can make them work, you know, but we'll try it and see. That's the nice thing about Sephora is that you can return it if it doesn't work out for you. So you basically have to break the box to get into it, but this one we're going to be trying out in a separate video. I want to do a whole dedicated video to this foundation. I know it's not that new, but it is a very viral product, so I want to try it and see. The foundation we are going to be using today is one I have used many times. It is the Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. I really like this one and I was missing it in my life, so I repurchased it. I got shade 135N. This says new on Sephora. I'm wondering if they changed the formula or if they just added new shades. I'm not too sure. It looks the same. The packaging might look a little different. I'm not sure. So I'm already primed and ready to go. I love this foundation for the days where I want to be pretty matte, but this one isn't so matte. I feel like it leans a little bit more on the velvet side, and that's what I like about it. Every foundation I have right now for the most part is not matte, so go. Yeah, this is a really good shade match for me. Just put it on both sides. Take my handy dandy brush here. I've really been liking this brush for a lot of things. Foundation, powder foundation. This one works really well with powder foundation too. And this one I would say definitely has high medium coverage off the bat. You can build this one up. I'll be doing that a little bit. Something I like to do too is like I'll just take what's left from the bottle and then I will put it on my sponge, like on around the rim, and flatten out the foundation. I've been liking using a brush to distribute the product and then a sponge to kind of smooth everything out. Oh, I've been missing this foundation. It's so pretty. I think I'm not feeling like the fullest of coverage today. I don't mind if some of my blemishes and stuff are sort of peeping out. I think that looks really pretty. I'm gonna do brows and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I put on brows and I primed my lids with my Anastasia eyeshadow primer. I got two eyeshadow palettes. So I got the Huda Beauty matte eyeshadow palette. This is the more cool toned one. I'll open it to show you. Ooh, this looks so pretty. Oh my gosh, this is like right up my alley. I'm really excited about this. This is brand spanking new, so I'm going to save this one to use in its own video. There was, for a long time, literally I'd say until like I started my beauty Instagram and stuff 2 years ago, I used to only like matte shadows. So it's really exciting how much I love shimmers now. I still think matte shadows actually look a little better on my eyes just because my eyes are small, and sometimes I think that shimmery shadow can close them off even more, but I still love it anyway and I'll still continue to use it. But I was really excited when I saw this, especially for like traveling and stuff. I think this would be perfect if you just want to do a quick kind of look. I'm really excited to test this one out for you guys. Now the other one that I got, I am super excited about. It's the Violet Voss Pro eyeshadow palette, their Holy Grail palette, HG. You guys, you know what made me buy this? Jessica Braun's really old videos from when she used to use this all the time. I've literally wanted this palette for years. And finally, when the sale came around, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna buy it. She would just rave about this palette. Look how pretty this is. got a nice big mirror, but look at these shadows. So there's like this plastic here, and online, this palette looks way more like red toned than it actually is in real life, which I had heard before. Man, I don't even know what kind of look I want to create today. I do want to swatch some shades though. So here's the shade Bestie. Ignore the contact dermatitis on my hands, please. Let's do a darker one. Let's do Are You Kidding Me? They're very soft. I don't know if the mattes are necessarily showing up super well. It's also like literally my fingertips is where I have the worst contact dermatitis, so I guess I should probably be swatching it on the other hand. It's hard when you're right-handed. I'm really interested in this shade Cool Beans. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. Wow, so pretty. And let's do Bat My Eyes. Oh, so pretty. Wow, super pigmented too. Let's do one of the darker, like red toned more shades. Let's do Glamping. So pretty. Oh my gosh, you guys. Did I just find my new favorite eyeshadow palette? Maybe. First of all, I love that there is a light, almost white shade in this palette, because that's usually how I love to kind of set my primer and just create a nice base for the shadow. So we are going to take that shade. It's called Thanks a Latte. And I'm going to take this fluffy brush and I am going to set the lids with that. I love it. Seriously, it makes me so happy. I can't tell you how many palettes I have that I wish had a shade like this. For me, I'm not one who really cares about having like a matte black in a palette, but I do really care about having like a almost white matte shade. That's just me. Now I'm going to take this shade here, Bestie, and put it in the crease as kind of a neutral transition shade. Oh, this is so pretty. Wow. These mattes, at least this one, blends really, really well. I wouldn't say that it's the most pigmented, but honestly, I've never been one that's minded that. As pretty as like the Anastasia matte shadows are, how pigmented they are, sometimes because of that, you have to be really careful about how much you use so that it blends out evenly. And this is like, okay, well, I can build it up if I want to kind of thing. Oh, I love this. It is so pretty. Wow. Wow, it's like they're so smooth. Wow, seriously, I wasn't kidding when I said I might have found my new favorite palette. This is so pretty. Okay, I'm gonna take like more of a defined fluffy brush and we're gonna take this shade Brownie Points, this matte shade, and put it in kind of the outer V area. See, this one's a little bit more pigmented. I don't know if that's just because it's a darker shade. This is really pretty. I can't even describe to you how well these blend out. I hope you're seeing it on camera. Oh, so pretty. Love it. Okay, so you guys already know I cannot wait to take this shade Cool Beans and just use my finger and put it all over the lid. Oh, so pretty. Gorgeous. Wow, I'm so bad. I'm so glad I bought this. Honestly, I feel like I could just leave it like that and it's really pretty, but I want to try to use some more shades. So I'm going to go in with this darker brown shimmery shade called Bat My Eyes. Also, these shade names are super cute. Add that into that outer corner V area. Oh, heck yes. I could see myself traveling with this palette too. Like, this one really has everything you would need. That matte Huda palette, I was more so thinking about. Like weekend trips. We take a lot of weekend trips to visit our families because they live on the other side of the island. Takes a few hours to get over there. With a flatter brush, I'm gonna go in with this lightest shimmery shade called Crystal and just kind of highlight the inner corner. More seems like a satin. It's not as shimmery as the other ones I used. Still pretty though. I feel like I need to add some more on the other side. That is seriously so pretty. I love it. Okay, so we're gonna come back to the eyes. I need to put on some under eye concealer now. And I've been looking for a good brush to apply concealer for a long time. I haven't found like a holy grail, funny that's the name of the palette, a holy grail brush, but I bought this Sephora 71 brush for concealer because the Sephora collection was, 30% off. Very interesting shape. It's like kind of angled, sort of domed though. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know this is my favorite concealer right now. This is the Revolution IRL Filter Finish concealer. Something about this concealer is just magical. I kid you not. It creases on me the least, and I've used a lot of concealers in my time. A lot of high-end, a lot of drugstore. All right, let's see how this brush works. I'm excited. I definitely like the shape of it, man. That's really pretty. That worked out really well. That was really easy. Cool. I'm deciding if I still want to flatten it out with a sponge. Maybe let's try it on one side and we can see the difference. Let's see. What do we think? Do we see a difference? This side maybe looks a little bit more airbrush with doing that, so I'm going to do it to the other side too. Okay, so I set the under eyes off camera just because it's nothing new. We're going to go back into the HG palette, and I want to mix Brownie Points and Teddy Bear together to kind of line underneath my eyes a little bit. Oh, so something I wanted to mention, I'm gonna just do the other side. I should have mentioned this with the foundations. I have an interesting bone to pick with Armani. And the reason is my intention in the sale was to pick up the Power Fabric foundation and the Luminous Silk foundation. They wouldn't let me ship it to Hawaii because it says that it's hazmat, which is kind of like concerning if you really think about it, because the only other foundation I've ever had that with is the Dior Air Flash foundation, which doesn't exist anymore. That made sense to me though, because it's in an aerosol can. What the heck? The Armani foundations aren't in a can like that. So my question is like, what is in those foundations that is causing it to be hazmat? That's kind of concerning. I kind of still want to try them though. So I know sometimes like for Dior, I would order it from Dior's website because they were willing to ship it hazmat. I'm wondering if Armani would. I would assume so, but I'll have to keep you updated on that one because I thought that was really weird. Like, why? Like, what is in them that's hazmat that they can't put it on a plane and ship it to Hawaii? Weird, right? My next product I'm gonna use, I got the Makeup Forever Ultra HD Setting Powder. This was a Kelly Strack recommendation that I got. I got it in the shade Vanilla. It's very fancy. Oh, it comes like a little puff. Cute. Wow. I've been wanting a puff like this. Oh, perfect. Oh, I'm so excited now. Have you guys noticed that the drugstore doesn't really sell puffs like this? I've been looking for some. They don't have any. You guys know I love the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, but I ran out of it. I've been using the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powder, and I like that one because it's really thin, but I will say sometimes it tends to pick up the products underneath and then I have to like work with it a little bit. I don't know if any of you have experienced that, which is weird because I know people say that that one has coverage, kind of, but I feel like because it picks up the foundation underneath, you can't really tell. I'm excited to try something else. All right, just gonna take some of this. Okay, it has a nice, ooh, this is nice. It has a stopper like this. That's really nice. I feel like you don't even need to pour any into the cap probably then, right? Because of this stopper. Just go like this, open it up, and then, well, maybe not. That wasn't really enough. This is pretty. I don't see this one lifting up foundation underneath. I'll have to keep testing this one, but so far I don't see it lifting up any product underneath, which is really nice. Shall we use the puff? I feel like we have to, right? And maybe we'll just put it around like my T-zone pores area. I feel like I normally associate puffs with like powders that aren't loose to distribute those, but I'm excited. This looks good. Now, I'm excited to share this one with you guys. Obviously, this is going to get its own video, but I did pick up one of the Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush ones. So this is in Pillow Talk Pink Pop. I feel like, should we save the swatching for its own video? We'll save the swatching for its own video, but I will show you guys. Really pretty. I've never had any of the blush wands, the regular or the matte, so I'm excited to try this out, but definitely in its own video, we'll be doing that. Okay, I'm gonna finish up the rest of my makeup so that we can use the last product, so I'll be right back. Okay, the rest of my makeup is on. I kind of decided to walk on the wild side and use a cream blush over that powder, and it actually blended pretty well and it didn't really pick up the powder underneath, which is always nice. We are on our very last product and I am super excited about this one. If you know me, you know usually I would have a nice black winged liner on because that's just me, but I wanted to test out a new mascara and I decided to go with the Cali Ray Come Hell or High Water Clean Mascara, and it is a tubing mascara. I bought this because Jessica Braun used it in a Instagram reel, I think, and I was like, that's interesting. Clean mascara that's tubing. It's supposed to be volumizing. That's it. You guys know my holy grail mascara right now is the Milani Anti-Gravity Lash Extensions Mascara. That one is also tubing. And I love it, but I will say it's not that volumizing. Most tubing mascaras are not volumizing. Most are lengthening is what I found. The nice thing about that mascara though is that it's one of the few tubing mascaras I found that will actually be able to withstand crying. Like I've cried with it, and usually with a tubing mascara, if you use them, you know, your tubes, when you cry because your tears are warm, will just start to run down your face and it will look crazy, crazier than normal mascara. But that one actually can withstand crying. I don't know about like sobbing. Haven't had like that experience yet, but with just like some tears, it actually works really well. So this packaging's really pretty. Kind of like an iridescent, kind of reminds me of a unicorn. Got a nice wand. Doesn't look like a volumizing kind of wand, but wow, this is very curling. You can see that right off the bat. So that was one coat. Not impressed so far. This is the shade black. It doesn't even look like it's that black. We're just really gonna get the product on there. It dries really quickly too. So I'd say if you're gonna apply another coat, definitely do it quickly. You know what? I will say this one gives more volume than the Milani one. I still will not say it's the most volumizing, and maybe it's my own lack of like lashes. Actually, this is building up. Now with the Milani one, you really cannot do more than 2 coats because it'll give you like 3 lashes. Everything will just clump together. This one seems like you can build it up. So this is 1 coat and this is 3. Actually, the volume on this, it does build. I don't have that many lashes. I think that's where my issue with volume comes from. I've done lash extensions in the past and I don't know, I sort of feel like it like ruined my lashes for life. Not gonna lie. And lash extensions just don't work out for me because I love eye makeup too much. I feel like lash extensions only work if you don't like eye makeup. Like all you want to do is have the lashes and go. I love shadow and I love liner, you know? Wow, this is very curling. I don't know if I've found a mascara that is this curling that I've noticed. It really lifts them up. Should I do 1 more coat? Let's do it. I really like that you can build this one up. That makes me really happy. Nice. Okay, let's do the bottom lashes now. I'm just gonna kind of use what's left over. And of course the real test will be like as I wear it throughout the day, if it smudges. If you know anything about me, every mascara that is not a tubing mascara smudges on me. I think it's like the oiliness of my eyelids plus the shape of my eyes. And even some tubing mascaras, the Tarte tubing mascara that most people love, that thing smudges so bad on me, it will not stay. I am very intrigued by this mascara. Obviously I have to clean this up a little bit because I've gotten it on my lids and stuff, but I'm gonna clean that up and then everything will be fine. But wow, this is like really nice. I'm excited to keep using this. This actually did add some volume and some length and curling, which is really nice. And it's a clean formula, which is pretty cool. So you guys know I will keep you updated on everything. If I had to kind of not rank, but just talk about my favorites a little bit, you guys, my favorite definitely has to be the Violet Voss eyeshadow palette. This looks awesome. Even while I was doing my mascara, I was like, I cannot stop looking at my eyeshadow. It looks so freaking pretty. I'm really, really excited about this eyeshadow palette. It might become my new favorite. I already knew I loved the foundation, so let's not count that. Second would have to be the mascara. Like I said, I'm really excited to see if it'll smudge throughout the day. If it doesn't, this might become my new favorite mascara. Like, this is really good. Upon first impression, I like it more than the Milani, but we'll have to see. The powder seems really good. I already like it more than the Huda Beauty powder, so excited to keep testing this out. This concealer brush from Sephora, the 71, I really like the shape of it. I feel like it did a really good job of blending out my concealer, so excited to keep using this. And of course, you guys know I am super excited to test out the things that I didn't try in this video. So stay tuned for first impressions on those things coming too. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you'll subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, I hope you'll hit the notification bell so you get notified when I upload new videos. And I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. Love you guys. Bye.